Yes, indeed. What are we doing? Well, as always, hope you're doing well. uh, let's get right into it. Cargo van is the name of the stream. And what is it? What happens in a cargo van? What's it used for? Transportation purposes, right? Right? Carrying loads of things, delivering, shipping things, different places. Load, unload, blah, blah, blah. Yesterday, as far as Better Bank, that was crazy. Salute to Crispy Bacon in the building. He said first. uh, and we got Easy Bro in the building. What's going on, man? Great to see you. Hope all is well. Hope you're having a incredibly marvelous day to everybody too, in general. Easy Bro in the building. Diversify coming through. What's going on, Diversify? How y'all feeling? Tin Top is everywhere, you're never there. What's up, Tin Top? What's up, man? Tin Top in the building. I tell you, man. Good people in here. Good people in here, man. Crypto's for everybody, man, but not everybody can handle crypto, right? Crypto's for everyone. Not everyone can handle crypto. We're gonna talk about this whole thing. Not the whole thing, but some of these things that took place on the pulse chain side of things, man. Like, yesterday I did a super quick a super quick stream posting up how, there was an exploit, quote unquote, that took place with a nondescript protocol called Better Bank. Ladies and gentlemen, well, gentlemen here, you guys, when are people going to learn? When are people going to learn? This is not new. Many of us who've been around for several years, we're not only true to this, we're used to it. We're used to hearing about bad projects, developers who are shady, nefarious, bad actors, criminal behavior. We've seen it all through crypto. And it's no surprise because you're still dealing with human beings, the good, the bad, the ugly, and everything in between. So when you look at your wallet one day and you see the value decrease drastically, many of us, we've been around. If you're holding on to something that has merit, that really has weight, that has a foundation, meaning like a strong community that supports solid technology, whether it's a coin, right? Whether it's a protocol, whatever, project, smart contract, whatever. If it's solid and you got a solid community believing in what you have going on, then you have a recipe for potential success. We've seen it. We've seen it. We've seen it. But people, we trip over our feet sometimes. We let ourselves get the best of us because the bottom line to all of it is, in my opinion, like, because it's true, no one forces you to do anything. You don't have a crowd of people next to you while you conducting in any type of crypto transactions, right? You don't have anyone looking over your shoulder telling you, yeah, buy this, sell this right now, right now. Go trade that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Go stake this. Go lock this up. Go put this in a farm. Go earn yield. Yeah. Do some leverage trade. This and that. Go sell. Buy more. Buy the dip. No one is ultimately you who decide, right? What to do, when to do, how to do, why to do. No one else's business. No one is watching you. But then somehow, let's say you've been participating, you're doing your thing, you're minding your business, and you have some form of a plan that you stick to. Somehow, some way, some people find themselves forgetting about their plan, get caught up in the emotional roller coaster called FOMO, don't want to miss out, jump into a situation, and then when it blows up in their face, it's woe is me. How could this have happened? Now I'm angry and I need to go blame somebody. No, blame you. Blame yourself. Take accountability too. Take accountability and self responsibility. Like look in the mirror and say, hey, you're gonna hear a million I told you so's when you look in the mirror. Whether you listen to it or not, hey, because you should know better. You should just know better. Even if you're brand new, life is filled with risks. You think it's different in crypto? Not different in crypto. When you find something that just simply works, you're at peace. You're at peace. Why is that something that is not promoted and celebrated enough? That is something that's just not celebrated and promoted enough. When you when you believe in a project, in your coin, your token, your blockchain, etc., and you not only believe, but you put your money where your mouth is, and you take the chance and you invest in something, and it's just brought nothing but exactly what it's developed to do. Why should you now expose yourself to some foolishness that's going to bring you nothing but losses, or the risk of just losing and having an overall bad experience when you have things that work already, that have been working, will continue to work? Like people, there's still a great deal of people. Most people in the world still don't care and know about crypto, much less even care about it. In a few years, Bitcoin is going to be 20 years in operation. 20, that's 2 decades. It's over 15 years old, right? So it's relatively new compared to legacy markets. But people still can give an F. I remember talking to somebody years ago, about 5 years in 2020, in the time when the world was on lockdown. And I was sharing some information with them about Bitcoin back then. And they looked at me like they were a deer in headlights. They didn't know what the F I was talking about. And I just told them, just learn about this thing, man. Look, learn about it. I mean, if the price of this doesn't excite you, how this thing was like worth dust, and then now it's several thousands of dollars, if that doesn't intrigue you to want to learn about something, I don't know what to tell you. That was 5 years ago. Bitcoin was not the price it is today. Even though it's down from its all-time high, it's still not what the price it is today back then. A lot less than what it is now, right? Then when I hear from those individuals from back then, they tell me now, they're like, "Oh, you see what Bitcoin is doing? Wow, wow, wow! Like you look like a genius." No, it's not about genius. It's not about genius. I'm just telling you, look at this. So if they had acquired something back then enough to, hold on to and just not let and not sell, just, do your thing. Look at the multiples that it's made over a 5-year period. Come on. I'm not saying Bitcoin is the best thing since sliced bread. I'm not saying that. I'm talking about if you find something that you believe in and you support it by investing in it, you use your hard-earned cash in whatever denomination across the world, and you invest in the technology, and it's brought you peace, it's brought you profit, right? How is that a loss? Why is that a bad thing? It's not a bad thing, but it's not celebrated enough. And if it does get celebrated, what happens is it gets lost in the sauce because the greed factor comes in. You got major people, you got people out here that their sole purpose, their sole purpose is to distract you, keep you in a state of confusion, bombard you with all types of information to where you won't know whether you're coming or going if you don't have solid footing, if you're not centered, if you don't have a fortified plan that you're sticking with. Doesn't matter. You're like, here, I'm doing this is what I'm gonna do. I don't care what's going on, I'm gonna stick to this. Like for me, for example, I learned the hard way. I learned the hard way. I learned how important it is, right? To take a chance, to take a risk, to take the chance, take the risk, to invest. I learned why it's important to hodl. I learned what happens when you don't hodl and you sell, and then later on you regret and wish that you held, among many other things. So when I'm speaking from my own framework, from my own experience, to try to share certain things on the internet. But these things get lost in the sauce because people don't want to hear about realism. They don't want to hear about you doing something. It's about, well, how did you get rich? How can you make me money today? What is it that you're doing now that's making you speak like the way you're speaking? Well, I'm just sharing information. And I'm also identifying and have been identifying the problems. Not all the problems because I don't know everything. I'm just identifying the problems that I've observed that continue to occur year after year after year after year in crypto. And it's almost like it's amazing, but I have to understand because not everyone understands what they're doing when it comes to crypto. It's is a huge learning curve. A regular person coming into this, trying to engage in what we deal with, they have to go back to school. We're levels, high levels. We're a university, you know what I'm saying? Like master degree, postgraduate. We in this. We surpass so much. I mean, come on, man. Compared to a normal person, we leagues ahead. And that's regular people. Like regular common, participants, investors, whatever you want to call it. Imagine developers and those that have been putting in work for years, leagues ahead of the normal person, who's not even a retail investor, a newbie. So you want to at least present something that's just going to help them. Why would you want to live in a state of malaise, in a state of anxiety? Yo, every day you wondering what's going to happen to your bag. Is this cargo van situation gonna pop or not? Like, yeah, what is that? That's you sowing the seeds of poverty, of depression, right? Sowing the seeds of misery and suffering over and over and over and over again. That is just completely unfair to you if you're seeking opportunity to win long term, or to win and just live your life. Why would you attach yourself to a situation where you're hoping somebody feels good today and they're going to pump your market, pump your bags? Why put all of your energy into one person like that? And which is what many have been doing and will continue to do, and not see anything wrong with it. And if you're going to put all your faith into one person, allow yourself to understand why. Hopefully, the one person is a person of honor, integrity. They take themselves, they put, self accountability, right? They back up what they say with what they do. Now that could be a different story, because you do have heads of operations across the world, right? Who created businesses, who created institutions, who built corporations, right? To provide goods and services, right? International, worldly commerce and businesses, right? And trade and this and that and that. And as we get all of that in crypto, is not too different, because you have individuals, solid, who try, and not only try, but they manifest what they dream and they think about, and they put it on the blockchain and they make it work because it works, right? They use the code that they develop, they use the math, they use the tool necessary, require, apply it, right? To produce what those things are designed to produce, right? That's what you support. That's what a rational person of sound mind should support. That's why I'm comfortable when I talk about Gandhiji.io, for example, right? Been comfortable. Like just comfortable. Like if it's that, that's that. Like the kids say, that's that. Like comfortable. And not care about your feelings because of the way the thing operates, the way human behavior and cycles perform. And it is what it is. And it's captured on the blockchain and it does its work. Period. These other nondescripts try to do the same thing too. And it's not only just, I'm going to say just this one smart contract. You have other things and other blockchains that have also been putting in the work, right? They've been vetted, right? Tried and true. I don't know everything, but you can't tell me that it's a bad thing to support something that's been working. But now, because you got this fork of Ethereum, let me tell you, bro. Let me tell you, bro. Let me tell you, bro. Y'all, a fork of Ethereum for somebody who done damn near lost their mind. It's all my opinion. I don't care how you feel. I think dude lost his mind, lost his marbles, right? The founder of the fork of Ethereum. Like, dude tripped over his feet. Like bruh. Now you could say, I could easily say, whether I'm right or wrong, it doesn't matter. I could easily say everyone on that chain is waiting for him to wake up one day and feel good, to pull the levers so the market could be pumped. That's what everyone waiting for. It don't matter about how good your code was and how many audits it went through, financial audit, economic audit, sexual audit, security audit, don't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how. And then the thing too, these people will hold on to everything the person says because they have bought into not only this perceived system or whatever he was trying to promote or market, they bought into him. They can't separate, right? They can't, really discern. They can't make the distinction. They can't really compartmentalize put things in the places it needs to be. They just jumble everything. Oh, it's all is him. More than just about the token, because it was about the token been down and to the right, right? So the marketing ploy and scheme, because this is what you say he's an expert in, is about a shipping container now. Because at first it was, I don't work for you. You want to see something done, you do it. It got too hot. Remember this cargo van stream. It got too hot for dude. Too hot, where people in the community out of nowhere who used to stream came back and started bombing on him on the spaces, bombing on him on the YouTube, not me, other people, and just flat out said, dude, you work for us now. And you can't pretend like, oh, he just doesn't listen, because coincidentally, I personally don't believe in coincidence. But coincidentally, by happenstance, certain things started to change when things were being called out, when he was being called out about inconsistencies, about contradictions, about problems, current, live, that are taking place on the chain with everything. Now it's about a shipping container. Okay, now you're gonna have the shipping container with some devices in the container, and these devices are supposed to do what? Connect you to Venus. What's it gonna do? It's gonna allow you to just have internet access. Should there be like a worldly cataclysmic event, you can still log on to Pulse Chain through the device. Oh, but no, it's only for the rich people to get these devices. This is a joke. You know what I'm saying? It's a joke. It's y'all just buy into the troll, childlike, right, behavior of this person. You talk about how this, like, there's people. This is why y'all have to be careful. I need the people who care enough about themselves. I need you, if you care about yourself, to really practice critical thinking. Practice critical thinking. It's important, and it needs to be applied, because there's nothing of high science going on over here. Y'all get caught up in some game theory stuff, and it's cool when you want to talk game theory, game theory. Yeah, it's cool. It could go there. It could, there's levels to that and everything. But on the surface, it's all marketing. It's all to get you to be attracted to a situation, and you're paying for something. You have to pay. You really have to pay to play, because the idea is, if you don't participate, how you gonna win? And not only should you pay to play, but people don't even talk about this anymore. Pay, play, and lock up what you paid for, so you can delay your gratification. We don't hear that anymore at the scale that we used to hear it. Why? Why? Why is that? Because many things have changed. Starting from the top down, many things have changed. You want to talk about clown, childlike, like this jokey joke? Like, come on, you can't take none of this, nothing serious with these people telling you now this is supposed to be this masterful level of marketing, unlike anything seen before, unlike anything we've ever seen or known before, that's about to take place. This is the rhetoric that you hear. This is the rhetoric that people are sharing now by a gaggle of individuals. Think about what intentions these people have when they told you August 23rd, magic is going to unfold. That was a few days ago. What magic unfolded? And some people trying to tell you about the 238th day magic was going to unfold. You know what unfolded? You know what unfolded? A hack. Y'all keep playing yourselves. It's like you're urinating on yourself. You're peeing on yourself. Like, what's wrong with y'all? Wake up. You mean to tell me a shipping container? Like, yeah, yo, man. This masterful level marketing plan is about to be rolled out. Get ready, right? Unlike anything we've ever seen before. This is what we're told, right? There's nothing new under the sun. But that's too profound for many people to understand, right? It's a joke. I saw that and I laughed because I'm seeing people talking. I'm like, yo, this is just pure comedy. Why are they just wrecking people like this? Why are you leading the sheep to slaughter? You're just leading them to the slaughterhouse. This masterful marketing ploy that's about to take place. Once these things hit the shore, folks were saying it's supposed to hit the shore August 23rd too. Oh yeah. Has they say, yo, anybody got the devices yet? This is how he got them by the palm of his hands. It's sad. Beg the community online for a cargo van. And could anyone donate a cargo van so I can move? So not him necessarily. So these shipping container devices, electronic pocket radios, whatever, can be delivered in one cargo van. So let's oh man, clash, you just clashing, bro. You just clashing, man. You just I get it, man. Like you're looking at yourself in the mirror and you could say, no expectations, no one forced you to do anything and do all that, but it's cool if that brings comfort to your spirit and your soul. Do you do you but there's a certain thing called providing criticism, right, from a contrarian perspective. Yeah, that's what I'm doing, and it is what it is. It is what it is, Clash. Like, everybody want to talk about why you complaining. Hmm? Why you crying and all that. Yo, thanks for watching, because you're providing engagement, you're making comments and all that. I'm not gonna kick you, by the way, block you, because a lot of y'all get super sensitive too. Yo, you block me. Yo, comments, you erasing comments. A lot of y'all get super sensitive. But when you just come back with, no one forced you to do anything, not your keys, not your no expectations. This was a sacrifice. That's the language and the verbiage, right? That will continue to be shared and espoused by the people who bought into this thing. I'm no longer espousing that. You're not going to hear that from me anymore. I'm going to tell you about what's not being said. Enough of what's not being said, which is this cargo van. This cargo van now is supposed to produce green candles. The cargo van. First of all, the shipping container. The shipping container. Yo, everybody holding on. These people are holding on. They're like, yo, he throws anything at the community, they bite. That's how y'all being played. But this one talking about, yo, it was a sacrifice. Anything this dude throws out, they bite. A shipping container. You taking that seriously, right? Oh, and it's packed. It's just packed with these devices. Oh man, yo, you can't. People are saying they can't wait. This is just gonna be this incredibly ingenious marketing ploy. Like, can't wait. The biggest we've ever seen. You mean to tell me where's the shipping container go? Okay, the shipping container, it's on a ship. You know, these things travel on cargo ships, right? Big old monstrosities you see in the water, right? On the sea. Yeah, yeah. So it's going to go to where? Where's the shipping container going to hit first? Where's it going first? Is it going to go to Africa? Is it going to go to Australia? Is it going to go to India? Is it going to go to Europe? Antarctica? Is it going to go to Greenland? Is it going to go to Japan? China? Maybe Russia. Is it going to go to the Caribbean? No, South America. Is it going to go to Alaska? Is the shipping container going to hit Canada? It's supposed to go to Canada? Wait a minute. The shipping container is somehow supposed to go to the United States. Okay, it's going to land on the shore of the US. Okay. And when it lands on the shore, you have one van. One van with a nondescript driver. It's going to be a driverless van. You got one van that's going to load up. Now, the shipping containers are kind of big, right? So the van can't really, the van is smaller than the shipping container. So I guess it got to, re-up. It got to go back and reload and go back and reload. So that van is going to go throughout wherever it needs to go. One van and just give out these devices right, because that see, this marketing plan that you could imagine that's supposed to be the best thing since sliced bread. You need the cargo van though. And by the way, anybody who he asked that, he told you, you got a 501c3, you might be able to get a tax break. So he's dropping jewels. He's dropping knowledge. So anybody out there, that's some knowledge that he dropped for y'all. Like if you open up, you want to start a 501c3, you got, board of directors, you want to build up your whole situation, shareholders, this and that, right? Nonprofit or whatever you want to do, 501c3, you might be able to, get a little tax break if you donate, right? If you donate vehicles like a cargo van for this nondescript person who earned billions from the thing that this guy said that everybody sacrificed for, right? You do that and you just cross your fingers and pray that you see the biggest green candles we could imagine. Because this marketing ploy, this best, beautiful marketing plan, the best one, the best we've ever seen, will outshine The 5.5 years worth of marketing that the entire believers of the chain and of the coins and the community altogether has done. So the 5.5 year span of marketing global will pale in comparison to this cargo van, to the shipping container cargo van situation. And y'all buying it. Y'all Yo, Gandhiji, what's up? What's up? What's up? He said those sentences. yo, yo, Cryptarian is cracking up. Clash, I'm just getting on you just for the sake of getting on you, man. I don't, it's not personal. It's just, forcing conversation. But man, listen, man, that ship sailed. That's conversation I used to have about, yo, it's a sacrifice. That was so 2023, bro. Like this is different. This is a different situation. Like just for me, I'm not trying to convince anybody to feel how I feel. Right? I'm not doing that. I'm just talking from observation, and I'm saying to myself, man, I got into Gandhiji Ethereum Gold, bro. I earned so much Ethereum, bro. Man, was that a tough lesson? Tough lesson. Hardcore. This is real stuff. Man, that contract, I didn't earn it. The contract earned it for me because I did what it was designed to do. Mm, mm, mm. Mm, mm, mm. Now, not only thank goodness that Gandhiji's doing his thing with the super upgrades and all the great things that's going on and the benevolence in the community, right? Because if it wasn't for that, I'm gonna have to light a candle to some nondescript cargo van and make sure that it reaches where it needs to reach, and pray that the cargo van brings the green candles, bro. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing, man? I can't go by what this guy does anymore. He tweets about something else and then something else happens. It's just been changing your mind, changing your perspective, change. I can't follow that. Doesn't mean that I sold, you know what I'm saying? Doesn't mean that, this and that. But I can't follow dude's perspective. You'll be lost in the sauce like most people are right now. He playing y'all like a puppet master. He's like, yo, let me see what I can throw out there to mess with these people in their heads. Oh yeah, shipping container, cargo van. There you go. What? You mean to tell me 5.5 years of constant streaming, constant blogging, constant spaces? People broke records doing spaces connected to that community. World records. Yeah, world record. Broke records on the spaces. I think the longest spaces the community had was 72 hours. This was like in 2022, something like that. The constant amount of functions, the worldwide meetups, the tours, and don't get me started with some conferences, right? People created toys, and even back then, and still till now, people mail in postcards, postcards. Follow that blueprint as far as sending postcards to the richest neighborhoods that they could find. Hmm? Dude was streaming and all that. Interview. Dude went on like I don't know if he went on a mainstream. Maybe was it CNBC? He touched CNBC and did all that. They interviewed him, even though they gave him a short window segment where they played him too, because he couldn't really even share what he needed to share. But like talking, doing all these streams, the whole community rallied behind him. And not to mention, an entire motion picture, a film, was made in his likeness, where people were talking about doing a part 2 to the film. Okay? You want to talk about bad publicity is still good publicity. You had smoke with the SEC. So, hey, you can't pay for that kind of publicity, right? You got smoke with Interpol, most wanted. How much? What could you spend to get that type of publicity? What type of money could you spend? But forget about all that. It's the cargo van that's going to create the marketing. It's the shipping container that's going to create the best marketing the world has ever seen. Come on. And they buy it, man. It's sad, man. It's sad, man. Y'all gotta sometimes wake up, breathe in some God, breathe in some fresh God, yo. I don't care if you believe or not. I believe. I'm a believer. I'm a believer. I believe, right? It is what it is. Breathe in some fresh air. Even if you don't believe, but I believe. Breathe in. Open the windows. Let God into your home, into your dwelling, into your life. Like go outside, right? Fill your lungs up with some oxygen. Drink some water. Be grounded. Go hug a tree if that's what you into. Right? Just do something. Throw a ball. Go run. Go walk. How about you drive too? Don't drive the cargo van though. Who's driving that? Who volunteered to drive? And people did worldwide tours. They did a 40-state tour. Some people from, where was it, Germany? They came out to the country. All this was, but it's the cargo van that's going to put it all together. Then people wrapped cars. They wrapped cars. They sponsored sports teams. They created toys, merchandise, music videos. But it's the cargo. This is what I'm saying. Music videos meaning songs. The community like this just did all this. But it's the shipping container that holds the secret grail, the secret sauce. And the cargo van will spearhead this marketing campaign. Bravo. Huh? And it's funny that these things are occurring during what is perceived to be maybe the tail end of this bull run cycle. Why are we coming out with a shipping container now that nobody even knows hit the shores and nobody, but y'all telling me it's the best marketing? And why now in August? Because September, October, November is just like maybe it's winding down, historically speaking, right? Oh yeah, the bull market winding down. If you want to go by what history has shown, has taught us. So yeah, marketing, smoke screen. I envision if these types of shenanigans continue, and when I say shenanigans, where you have people promoting a certain message online, and on the blockchain you see something entirely different. This could be stretched out for the rest of the year, and then next thing you know, oh, sorry, you missed the cycle. Pulse chain, sorry, you missed the cycle. Even though we burned 10 quadrillion pulse coins tokens, and even though we burned 100 quadrillion pulse X tokens, um, try next time. Sell pressure. It's your fault. Sell pressure. You've been selling. You just been selling the whole time. You didn't appreciate the freeness of what you got, the free airdrop. You didn't appreciate that. You just sold it. So guarantee you, if this doesn't turn out to be something that your man said we should have no expectations of, then of course it's going to be everyone else's fault. Yeah, it's going to be everybody's fault. I mean, these people, they suffered, some people suffered a loss yesterday, meaning a protocol they invested in, Better Bank. Um, Better Bank, some lending thing, man. When I hear lending, I think of BitConnect, man. Lending, y'all get so enamored with these talking points. These people tell you, oh, you make X amount of percent APY, APR, and give them your crypto so they'll lock it up for you and they give you a pittance of a percentage, and you get so excited until they rug the whole operation and you just left with the pittance they gave you, and you have to really cry and dream, maybe even hope and pray that they give you the big bag that you locked up back. BitConnect taught us that. And then the weirdo other programs taught us that too. BlockFi, you see what happened with BlockFi? You saw what happened with Celsius? I hear they got their money back, the people from Celsius, but that was years later. And shout out to them. Hopefully they were made whole. But come on, people. Betterbank.io huh? You don't know these people? And it's true. Folks have to prove their salt. They have to prove their metal. Yeah, just as some new faces come to the fore, and unfortunately, it's just how it is. It's dog eat dog, wild wild west. I don't care how new, I don't care how well packaged you may appear to be, how well versed, intelligent you might appear to be. It don't matter. Show me the money. Show me how consistent. Show me how legitimate you are with what you produce over a period of time. Let your history and let your time, let your work speak for itself over time. Because just because you have something going on over time don't mean it's not necessarily a scam. You know what I'm saying? Like, let time go by and let people, come on, man. These people are talking about, yo, I'm making all this money a day with some better bank, and I'm making all this money a day. Hey, hey, hey. And look what happened yesterday. These people, yo, it's crazy. Even earlier this year, some people with some tokens. Oh, I'm making $1,000 a day, $1,000 a day. Hey, hey, hey. Who wouldn't want to make $1,000 a day? Who wouldn't want to make $100 a day? $50, $10, $5 a day. When you know you could multiply it and maybe see more, right? That's how they get you. Oh, I put this much in and it's printing me, $5, $10, $100, $1,000 a day. Look at me. And I'm not only going to talk to you about it, I'm going to show you. I'm going to flash you my dashboard money. That's how they hook, line, and catch you. Right? Hook, line, and sinker. Like a fish on a hook. Got you. Every time. And then you have these weirdos who talk about it on the spaces like they doing something. They got nothing else better to do. They talk about it on the spaces. What are you solving? You're just gossiping. There are people hurting. You laughing at the people that lost money. But are you making money doing what you got going on? And if you are, why don't you help the people instead of stepping on them? But see, people don't think about that because it's the greed factor that matters. It's trying to humiliate people, right? And act like they're right. Meanwhile, all those people are still depending on one man to decide when he feels like doing something to pump his ecosystem. That's the state of affairs. That's where we are. DJ and Dougie, I see you. I see you. Bang, 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 bang. Like we get like some of these things is not, certain things. I'm man, I'm old, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm old. This is my 8th year doing this as far as crypto. 8th year. I'm not excited about new things just popping up out of nowhere. You don't know who these people are. They haven't proven themselves, this and that. A lot of these sacrifice projects that's what happened 4 years ago. They came after your founder and started doing the same thing, sacrifice, launch, launch, launch. Some of them, you know, managed to, still exist, still build. Yeah. And some of them have produced stuff, but it's like it's meager results. They already got their millions up front. They got their million, they got their money. And the people who sacrificed didn't. They didn't get their ROI back. A lot of them scammed. So they lost. And that affected everything going on the chain too. And so what people have to do, they have to band together and say, hey man, if we believe in Pulse Chain, we're gonna develop our own thing and do X, Y, and Z, that, and this. So you have a deluge of all kinds of stuff going on. Meme coined out. Meme, 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 meme. It's been meme season for like 2-3 years. And I'm not talking about Solana. It's been meme season for 2-3 years. It got so hot for the meme situation. Your man had to launch a meme launch pad. It got so crazy. I thought you didn't like memes, sir, but you desperate for relevance. That's all that, desperate for relevance. And then want to tie something in, some real quote unquote maybe clever. So whatever memes you build over there on the launch pad is burning PLS. Okay. Okay. I guess, yeah. Show me the money. It's not your money. Yo, I get it. That's the thing. It's never your money. Once you give it away, it's never what you expecting back, right? Not your money. You want to see something done, you do it. That foolishness. You know? Oh, ho, ho, ho. Oh man, yo, this is what we doing, bro. Oh man. Yo, chill. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Hold on. Damn. Wow, man. Yo, 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 hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Oh snap, man. Wait, you know what? You know what? Also, hold on. Oh man. But Sonny, give it to somebody. Give it to somebody in the community. Give it to somebody in the community. I'm just doing it for the love, man. Participate for the love. Who's here? Who's here? Yo, man, it's good. This guy's a good guy, man. Good money, good stuff, man. He's all gonna do. Oh, who's here in this stream? Send wallet address only, not link. Got it. Yo, anybody who's here, just handle your handle. Handle your handle, man. Handle your handle. Fun stuff, fun stuff. But yeah, man, like listen, don't get yourself too excited about some cargo van, people. Wake up, smell the I don't know. You got what they say, go outside, touch the grass. You got some flowers around you, go do that. You know what I'm saying? Go by a river, go to a beach, go to a park, I don't know, or walk a trail, go bike riding, live life. Like really? Because this right here is something else, man. Prakash, good seeing you. Prakash Sutar, how are you? Greetings. You guys gotta understand. This community right here, man. When we talk about Gandhiji, we're talking since 2018, man. That's what I mean by vetted, right? That's what I mean by longevity. Like haven't disappeared, right? Active, social. Took a break, sure. Who doesn't take breaks? But it's just like back like you never left. What y'all know? What like my goodness, man. And even I'm sure during the breaks, because once I got full, see that's the thing, because it's like I took a break from Gandhiji because my whole focus was this whole nondescript situation for 4 years, like 4 years thinking I'm doing something, and you know what I want? I want to happen. I want everybody who still believes, yo, I need y'all to really win. If you really believe in this, come win. You deserve it. You deserve it. Because it's not that I don't believe, it's just I don't believe in the founder. I don't believe in what he's doing. I don't believe in none of that. I no. Different. I don't believe in that founder what he's done anymore, man. Because this whole thing, too much hypocrisy and contradictions, and you say one thing, you do something else. One day is you posting about P dot, the next thing it's a diatribe, 30,000 tweets about how you don't want to be associated with P dot. Confusion. That's all he is for just for the sake of his own sick, twisted thrill. Because that's what that is. Because if you think the cargo, you're gonna put all your weight on that. You got people who sacrifice millions of dollars, and you're gonna bet on a cargo van. Make that make sense. What I was gonna say though, when I took the break off, I'm sure if and you know what, Sonny was blessing me with his appearance over the years. It's not like he disappeared like that, like some nondescript person who's on a red notice with Interpol. Sorry, so I always gotta get on my tangent. I always gotta get on my tangent. You know what I'm saying? Like, what we doing, man? Get him, Jay. What's going on, man? Oh, he said get some Jay. See, my glasses. I didn't do a sacrifice. Like some of your favorite influencers. They want to do a sacrifice for some amicus brief to pay their bills on the low. Another one want to do a sacrifice for some freedom to get a pen to do a signature and want to do a PDI conference. Son, this is what we doing, bro. What we doing is we keeping it all the way real. whatever. Yeah, I know a lot of y'all will hope I'm wrong, because look, I don't like a lot of the conclusions I've come to draw from this whole situation. I feel like I got suckered into this. I suckered myself. I feel like I suckered myself into this situation. Like, what are we doing? Played myself. No one forced me to do this. I played myself. But you live and learn. You live and learn. You do. You live and learn. So I hope that people do not get caught up in any future scams and traps to lose your money. I hope you don't find yourself in a situation where you got scammed in the future. Seriously, like that's for real. I mean that when I say that. What you should do, but you won't do, is learn about the good things that are out here that work. But many people just simply won't do it. I learned that too. I told y'all about the launch for the SWJ contract and all that. Read through the smart paper and all that. Just hey, here, do, and it don't matter. People are not good. Look, again, like the old adage is true. You can bring the horse to the water, but can you force that donkey to drink? I know I flipped it. You can bring the horse to the water, but can you force the donkey to drink? You can't. Shout out to the donkeys of the world, man. Shout out to all the donkeys. You know, Crypto Mahi in the building. Good seeing you. Crypto Mahi gives up these positive affirmations on X, and when you wake up, you just see this refreshing message. Take care. It's like oh, it's just sunshine. Oh yes, a new beginning. That's how I feel when I see a Crypto Mahi message, brand new. Good morning, everybody. Rays of light. How's everybody doing? It's an opportunity to be great. Yes. Yes. Be the best you that you can be. I could vibe with that. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that. For real. Jahind. Bale bale. That's what we doing. I'm gonna catch all y'all on the next one, okay? Take care of yourselves. Be well. And be vigilant. And please don't allow yourself to be exposed by these it's like these people that just all they can do is think about their selfish needs and their greedy appetite. Don't fool yourselves, people. Take care of yourselves. Take care of number one. Take care of you so you could take care of other people. You have to be able to take care of yourself so you could take care of other people. And when you're losing money on the internet, that's not taking care of yourself. It's just not. We understand value goes up, value goes down. We get that. I'm not talking about just holding something and the value goes up and down. As long as what you're holding is solid, that's different. That's good. We understand that. Look at what Bitcoin did. Look what Ethereum's done. But I'm talking about willingly giving your money away to a promise of a situation that you see has just been down and to the right. For example, because not just me just harping on Pulse Chain, even though that's just been a miserable fail. So absolutely miserable fail. And they're hoping that this cargo van is going to produce green candles. Like, this is an atrocity. It's an absolute travesty. Do not expose yourself to nonsense like Better Bank and think that's going to help you get rich. Please be careful, folks, if you care. Share the stream. Hit the bell notifications. Huh? So every time I stream, you'll get alerted. Huh? Catch you on the next one. Take care.